So today is January 2nd, 2026. And the New Year's Six Bowls are done. The quarterfinal round of the college football playoff is complete. And I just see a lot of negativity surrounding college football right now, which I think is kind of funny because, in my opinion, college football is in a really good spot right now. I know that there are still some things that college football doesn't get right. I don't love the schedule. Again, today is January 2nd, and the transfer portal has opened. You still have 4 teams that are playing in the college football playoff right now. Players that are going to want to transfer that can't finish out a season with their team because they have to transfer in the season. You have coaches, Lane Kiffin, who are leaving for other programs in the middle of a playoff run because of the way that the schedule is made out to be. You have guys that are wanting to go to bigger schools. You have coaches that are wanting to recruit these guys, but they can't. I mean, Oregon has 2 coordinators right now. Their offensive and defensive coordinators, both of them have taken head coaching jobs. They are trying to do 2 jobs at once right now. And it's not fair to them. It's not fair to the players of Oregon or that other team that coach is going to. It's just not fair. So there are obviously some things that need to be fixed in college football. And I'm not arguing that this is a perfect sport, but all I have seen over the last couple of days, a couple of weeks, is just people bashing on the sport. I, maybe naively, think that we're in a good spot. There's more parity than ever in college football. Of the 4 teams that are playing for a national semifinal and playing for an opportunity to go to the national championship game, only one of them has won a national title. The Miami Hurricanes in 2001. Ole Miss, Indiana, Oregon, they've never won a national championship. Despite, Oregon being there in the last 25, 30 years, they've been kind of a powerhouse in college football. They've never won one. We have stories like Indiana. 2 years and only 3 losses, or 2 losses for Kirk Cignetti and this Indiana Hoosiers team. That's remarkable. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, it's the money and the NIL is not fair. Let's not pretend that anything is fair. We can't pretend that there aren't advantages to knowing people who have money, knowing a donor that has money, having people that are willing to funnel money into your program. It's just like any other business. It's just like any other endeavor. You got to have people to invest in you. There are certain unfair advantages that I have that you don't have, that you have that another person doesn't have. Unfair advantages are everywhere. And to act like college football, number one, hasn't been paying people over the last forever is, one, not really smart of you. And number 2, it's just not the reality. So college football, I think, is in a great spot. College football, to me, is the best it's ever been. You had Texas Tech, Indiana, Ole Miss. You have these teams that are non-traditional powers getting to a spot where they feel like they can compete for a championship. You have more fan bases this year that were interested and involved in college football towards the end of the year than you've ever had before. I think we're in a great spot. And I, for one, think that college football is really fun when things are subjective. Sometimes we forget this is an entertainment business, and it is a lot of fun. And it is really entertaining to try to debate whether or not Texas and Vanderbilt should have gotten into the college football playoff over Alabama. It is a lot of fun to do that. It is entertaining to do that. That's what this is. This is entertainment. And I, for one, love the subjectivity of it. I know that there are people that would argue that you need to have the games much like the NFL where the games are played out, you have these tiebreakers. There's no way to do that in college football the way that it is currently constructed. And I don't think that college football should. It should be unique. It should be different. And one of the best things about college football, and it's been like this forever, is the subjectivity of it. Is picking a team to go to a national championship in the BCS era when there was another team right behind them that might have been in that position or should have been in that position. It's going to the 4-team playoff where there was a person or a team at 5 on the outside looking in. It's the debate about whether Florida State, after a phenomenal year, but their quarterback gets hurt and will not be playing in the bowl games, whether or not that team should be in and what to do with them. That's what makes college football fun. That's what makes college football interesting. These debates, these conversations that you have, the trying to compare your resumes. I think that with NIL and a lot of these people that are involved in the sport of college football, they're wanting to strip it away of its uniqueness. They're wanting it to be the NFL light. And I just don't want that. I don't want that. I think that there are some changes. I don't love seeing JMU go out there and get worked by Oregon. I don't like seeing Tulane, who had a phenomenal season, go out to Ole Miss and not be competitive. I don't like that. I think that should change. But it's fun to talk about, hey, what would a Texas look like in this situation? What about Vanderbilt? What about BYU? If they were in that situation, what would have happened? It's fun to talk about. And that's what this is. This is entertaining. All right, so like I said, it's January 2nd, 2026, and my New Year's resolution this year is to be more consistent. Be more consistent with this channel, the content that we're putting out. I've given myself a goal of going all in this year, and that's what I'm going to do. Got some big plans, and so I think that this is going to be exciting. I'm really excited and ready to dive into what this year holds. And so be sure, if you're not, you like the content, be sure to subscribe. That would be awesome. All right. We're also going to be building a set. I got actually some really cool stuff that I'm working on building right now. So this is hopefully a little unique, but this is not going to be the norm. All right. But got some tricks up the sleeve. So if you kind of like slower content, you don't want the yelling and screaming of what sometimes sports talk is, subscribe. All right. See you the next time. Peace.